one of my favorite movies is A Thin Line Between Love and Hate with Lynn Whitfield and Martin Lawrence. And on there, Martin, he just wants to get the sex. And y'all remember on there, Martin, he got it. He called his homie, which is Bobby Brown's character. He called his homie like while he was in her kitchen, which is stupid because she right upstairs. He was like, bro, I got it. I just got he was like, she just gave it to me. I'm the man. And guess what? Man, what's going on with y'all, man? Welcome back to the channel. And what we're going to be discussing today is why you should never play a woman's game. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So first off, what a woman's game is, just first off, in case you don't know, what a woman's game is, women put themselves first, especially in dating. So what you got to understand, a woman is going to do what's best for her when it's best for her. And the second that you play a woman's game, she got you. You can't beat a woman at her own game. The same way that you can't beat somebody else. A lot of times we try to beat somebody else, but the reason why you can't beat somebody else is because you don't know the next move that they're going to make. Same thing with women. You can't beat her at her game. So the question is, what game should you be playing, Josh? The game that you got to play, which is the game I didn't play for so many years, was you got to put yourself first. You have to put yourself first. But to be able to put yourself first, you got to love yourself. A lot of us, we love a woman and how she looks more than we love our own self. And we're willing to sacrifice our morals and our values just to get that woman. And how do I know that? Because I did it for years. And another thing we must understand is that you got to have emotional self-control, because y'all know how it is when you really, really like a woman, and this is in general, you become blinded to their actions. And especially with women, when a woman senses that you like her more than she likes you, she got you. Because now you're ignoring all the signs. You're ignoring all of the maybes. You're ignoring that she is not initiating contact. You're ignoring the fact that she's disrespecting you and you're tolerating it. You start to ignore all these things, and she's showing you that she doesn't like you like that. See, women will show you really quick. That's why you should only deal with women that like you, because women that like you make it easy for you. But to even get to that point, you got to have respect for yourself. This is why spending time alone is so important. Spending time alone was so crucial to my growth, because I didn't love myself. So I was looking for a woman to validate my feelings, to validate me not feeling good about myself. And I always came up short. See, women give rules to guys they don't like. They'll give you they got a whole Christmas list. You got to take me on 6 dates before you get the sex. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to text me every day. You got to send me flowers 10 times a week. But the dude that she likes don't got to do any of that. He ain't got to do none of that. It's funny how that works. But again, as a man, when you can't get past how a woman looks, she uses that against you. She has power over you. A lot of us, we give our power away because we're because it makes sense, right? When you're thinking from a standpoint of, okay, let me do everything this woman is asking me to do so I can get her because I really want her. Yeah, that makes sense, but that's not what she wants. That's not what she responds to. That's how a lot of us think. That's how I thought for so many years. Let me prove to her that I'm the one for her. But here's the thing. There's no need to try to prove yourself when that woman already knows if she likes you or not. I was having this talk with my auntie the other day. My play auntie. I was having this conversation with her. She was like, as a woman, we already know what we want to do with the guy right away. She's like, after a quick conversation, we already know. And she was saying that to go to show that there's no need of you as a man trying to prove yourself, because the woman already know if she wants to deal with you or not. And I can't blame us men for acting like that, because in childhood, we're always taught to give a woman flowers, to treat her nice. Go after what you want. Go get your girl. Show her that you are meant to be in her life. That's what we heard all the time, and we would see it on the TVs. And also, too, a lot of us, man, we played sports growing up. I played basketball growing up. So a lot of times we had to prove ourselves in the sports world. And we take that same mentality of being the nice guy, giving her flowers, having to prove ourselves in sports. We take that same mentality and we apply it to our dating life. But the thing is, women don't work like that. There is actually the opposite. Less is actually more. The more that you do, the more that you kind of hurt yourself. Not going to say that you shouldn't be doing a lot for your woman, but what I mean is when you chase and try to prove yourself, it goes to show that you have no value. A woman wants to be with a guy that he knows that he has value to bring to the table. Women may say, oh, I want a guy that chases me and initiate contact and all the time and do all of this. But when they get that, they turned off. And they may not know why they turned off, but the reason why they're turned off by that is because that man is coming off as weak. He's coming off as desperate. Because a man who has options is not going to do that. A man who has options is not going to send flowers every day. Guys, do y'all know how expensive and how much time and energy you have to waste if you did everything a woman wanted you to do? You know how much time, and then guess what? See, as men, we value things that we have to put time and energy into. So imagine you invest all this time and energy into a woman who doesn't want you, and on the back end, you get the friend zone talk. You get ghosted. You get the 2-day later text back. And you didn't put in all this work and you get nothing back. That's what happens. That's what we experience as men. So what you got to understand is women don't find that method to work. So the same methods of playing sports growing up and giving her, none of that works with women. They don't care about that. Women, again, like I said earlier in the video, you don't ever supposed to play a woman's game, because when you play a woman's game, you get disappointment. Because she wins every single time. Every single time. Also, too, don't ever get in a relationship with the woman because she's giving you an ultimatum. A lot of us do that as well. Fortunately, I've never been dumb enough to do that. But a lot of us, what we'll do, and I always think about that episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air where Will, not Nia Long's character, but there was another woman on the show where Will married her because he just wanted to get the sex. We get bullied to get into relationships because we want to have sex with her. And the woman says, okay, if you want to continue to be intimate with me, we got to be in a relationship, and we fold. And the reason why that's a bad thing is because you don't really want to be in a relationship with her. And that's the thing. That means you really ain't got abundance. Because if you really had abundance, you'll just say, hey, I'm not really looking to be in a relationship. I'm just looking to continue to have a good time. And if you're not open to that, then you're good to walk away. The thing is, you have to give women the option to come and go. You have to lead on honesty. Because when that woman senses that you just got in that relationship because you wanted what was between her legs, it's over with. That's what most of us men do. And again, what are you doing? You're playing a woman's game. You're doing that to make her happy instead of making yourself happy. Because that would eat me alive if I got in a relationship with a woman just because I wanted to get the sex. That would eat me alive. No, stand on honesty. State how you really feel. If you don't want to be in a relationship with that woman, don't get in a relationship with her, because all you're going to do is make her vindictive. You're going to make her hate you. And if she's super crazy, man, she might slash your tires, man. Like, it can get crazy. I know one of my favorite movies is A Thin Line Between Love and Hate with Lynn Whitfield and Martin Lawrence. And on there, Martin, he just wants to get the sex. And y'all remember on there, Martin, he got it. He called his homie, which is Bobby Brown's character. He called his homie Like while he was in her kitchen, which is stupid because she right upstairs. He was like, bro, I got it. I just got he was like, she just gave it to me. I'm the man. I'm the man. And guess what? She was right there by the refrigerator. Now she knows your motive. Now she knows that you was just in it for the SCX. See, when a woman finds out that you lied to her, you're playing her game. It's over with. She lost all respect. And again, that could be something where it can backfire you all the way. This is why you got to put yourself first as a man. Let a woman know what it is. Don't try to go flex and play her game and tell her what she want to hear. Don't do that. Because all you're going to hurt is yourself in the back end. So no matter how good a woman looks, don't feel like you have to try to please her because you don't want to mess things up. Because now you're coming off as inauthentic. Don't ever feel like that. Always come from the place of abundance, even if you don't have a lot of options. Always state what it is. If you don't want to be in a relationship with her, let her know, like, hey, I'm just trying to hang out and have a good time. And if something comes from that, and if something comes from that, you always want to give the woman freedom, give her choice so she can feel like it's her decision. You always have to move like that. Never play a woman's game. Never try to prove that you're the one. Instead of proving that you're the one, you need to be proving your purpose to yourself. You need to be proving that you can go to the gym every day. You need to be proving that you can be consistent with your goals. That's what we need to be proving. You just got to prove to the person that you see in that mirror every freaking day. That's the only person you got to prove to. Because once you prove it to yourself, you are the proof. That's the only person we should be proving to. Because when you try to prove yourself to these women, you're going to look clownish. You're going to lose. You ain't going to get what you want. You're going to be miserable. You're going to be stuck. You're going to be in your feelings. You got to control yourself. There's a lot of women out here that'll have the looks that you want. But at the same time, it's not about that. What else does she have? How can she make my life better? That's what I'm looking at. So at the end of the day, always put yourself first. All right, guys, that's my video for today, man. I appreciate you guys for coming over to the channel. If you want to see more exclusive content from me, make sure you go subscribe to my Patreon. And also, too, guys, make sure you continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'm gone.